I'm out. I can't think of anything to do tonight, Zach.
Dude, me either. We've done so many things already. We might have to do what Hollywood does.
A sequel? Tanks and Planes 2! Tanks and I'm playing!
We love bots, we do shots, we play with toys, excite the boys. Bots and shots, 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 bots and shots.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bots and Shots. I'm Zach.
And I'm Mike.
Wait, you are Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, he is Mike.
I'm Mike.
He's the one.
Zach and Mike, as it says in the title.
Got it.
So tonight we're doing Tanks and Planes 2.
So could you explain, what is the purpose of this? What do we do?
Well, last year sometime we did a Tanks and Planes episode. I did all tanks. You did all planes.
Hey, Mike, thanks for explaining how that works.
This time, we didn't really have enough for me to do all of one thing and him to do all the other. He doesn't have enough
You're
tanks.
surprised how many tanks there aren't.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But looking out there are a lot of tanks coming out, or like there are tanks, just none that we have.
But we had our blockbuster Hollywood sequel idea.
Yeah.
Before they came out, so what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Sit on it and let Michael Bay make another crap movie with tanks and planes while we're just sitting on the sideline?
Just add some explosions.
Yeah, that's all we gotta do.
That's it.
Should we dive into this?
Let's get started.
Woo! I believe you are starting first.
I are starting first, and I had a last minute change up with an idea of what we're doing with this, and I was so excited because last time I did a figure, it was the Warbotron Heavy Noisy, which is a third-party brawl, and I figured, hey, let's keep that train going with this. This is Warbotron Airburst.
That was
Airburst, who is their version of Blastoff. Now I do have repro labels on this, so he's looking kind of sexy.
He's crisp. He's very crisp.
He's crisp. When I got him down, I was putting him in robot mode.
And you haven't touched him in a while.
I haven't. He's been sitting on my shelf up here, untouched, since I got the repro labels on him, which was about a year ago.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I have touched this guy. This fell off, immediately. It just fell off. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does kind of suck, but it's kind of the peril of third parties.
That's true.
I guess the peril of Transformers collecting in general.
Yeah.
At some point, some plastic
sometimes things just break.
I mean, first episode, I broke
Chrome Dome, the Codex.
Snapped in half all of a sudden right after the show was done.
Yeah, well, this broke right before the show.
Yeah.
It kind of sucked if it happened on show. I probably would have cried. Anyway, this is Warbotron. This is actually their first foray into third party, I'm pretty sure. Then they kind of split it off into Generation Toy and Transformissions.
Yeah.
So they've got Constructicons, and they've got their version of Menasor that just came out, and I think they're doing they just announced Defensor.
Yeah.
Which looks pretty good. For the time, these were pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. This was unique. No one had done really a good Bruticus at this point.
I think that was just the fans.
There was the fans project.
Right?
This was pretty early in the third party scene.
I think because this one came out pretty quick, and then I think it was a little bit before Heavy Noisy, and then a little bit, and they
and it took them a while to kind of get the whole thing out. Yeah.
And I remember when this one came out, we had just started getting the third party collecting. I think this was in the first few months of us really doing it. And so this was a really cool figure at the time.
Yes, that's true.
And I feel like the bot mode, he does look good, but it just doesn't hold up as well.
It doesn't. This one definitely doesn't hold up as well as some of the other figures.
Because that was one of the first ones that we kind of really bought. And then when Orden came out,
man, Orden was my jam.
Those arm joints have still never been replicated. And those are my favorite combiner arm joints so far. Maybe they're on like Poseidon or something. I really haven't.
I think actually most of the new ones have actual arm joints now. This one definitely didn't. This was one of the ones that you use the legs and the waist as the figure's arm joint, which actually at the time was pretty.
I mean, it was Combiner Wars is doing it. So.
Yeah, well, but Combiner Wars hadn't happened yet.
It was just.
But like this and the Feral Rex were the two big combiners at the time.
Yeah,
they were the only ones that were really kind of doing that. So his transformation is actually not all that hard. I like him. He's fine. His whole back part here is parts formery, which I don't like. It's clear that they just didn't know what to do with this.
Yeah, I mean you can peg them on his arms, get some rocket things.
Yeah. Which I'll probably do right here. It's not the best because it's kind of becomes part formery.
I haven't seen him in robot mode in
a long time. Yeah. So this is Airburst or Blast Off if you just want to go with that. He's a shuttle, which is nice. They didn't turn him into like a jet or anything. They tried to go, but it is stylized. A lot of people try to say this is masterpiece, but to me, it doesn't really fit that masterpiece aesthetic.
It's like a super Voyager.
It's like a Voyager. It's definitely Chug. It looks good, and it was at the time the biggest combiner. Super tall.
Yeah,
it was crazy tall.
Yeah, and it's still
as tall, but like when you compare it to like Constructor and Oversize and stuff, it got bigger.
And I've thought of buying the oversized ones and then de-transforming this one down just to have in front of it.
Just to have one of each.
I do like the bots. Like, some of them look really great. Since we're bookending the other episode, I have one to throw in this mix. This is Mastermind Creations Spartan or Impactor. The pre-paint to your Turmoil. I don't know which one.
He was a pre-paint. This came out first.
Okay.
Yeah, this definitely came out first.
So yeah, they obviously intended to do, and it's weird because their vehicle molds are pretty similar except for like the turret, but other than that, they look really different, and it's surprising how different they look. But yeah, definitely that cool Metal Slug thing we mentioned in the previous episode.
It's a Metal Slug tank, which is rad. Also, I kind of wish his treads moved.
Yeah,
they look like they should. They're really well painted. Well, there's a lot of great paint there.
Exactly, and the other problem they have is that they have these cool looking things, but that means you can't really rotate the gun.
If you unpeg them, the gun rotates.
Exactly, but then you lose this really cool aesthetic. So it's just kind of shitty that it would give you the option for an aesthetic.
So Impactor is a character a lot of people might not know about because he's pretty much a comic only character.
Yeah,
I don't think he's ever been in like a cartoon.
No.
Or anything.
They brought him back in IDW.
Yes. So when he came, did he start in the Marvel comics?
Yeah.
Okay, because the only comics I read with him in it are the IDW comics. Yeah. He's basically the leader of the Wreckers.
Yeah, he had that big old standing in the original Marvel comics too, but it's kind of cool they actually kept him going.
So he's Spartan.
Yes. That was the other one?
Commodus.
Which
is I just actually put that together. That's also like a Roman thing. He's like a Roman emperor. I got there a little late, but I got there.
You showed up though.
Yeah, I showed up. Yeah. I showed up. I'm there. The party's happening, and I'm there.
Yeah, you made it. I mean, no, everyone was kind of worried about you, but you got there.
Yeah, I got there safe. I might need an Uber home.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know if you noticed this. At this point, I did a plane, which, I mean, a shuttle counts as a plane, right?
Yeah, we'll count it.
We'll count it. Yeah. And he's doing a tank, which is the opposite.
Yeah.
Of what we did last time.
But we gotta switch it up. You don't want.
We're gonna switch it up. In case you're playing the play-at-home version of Bots and Shots, where you're drinking with us,
and you're like, "What the hell? These guys said tanks versus planes."
Yeah. Well, we are. I had a plane. I'm gonna get that stupid fly. I had a plane and he had a tank. There's not a lot going on here, guys. It's basically any other Hollywood sequel. We're phoning it in.
Getting everything to line up is kind of an issue with.
That's true. I think it was the same thing with Commodus. He's not a super easy transformation. He's very fiddly.
Yeah, and you're not entirely worried you're gonna kill him all the time either. Like I said, it's been a while since I've transformed this guy.
It's been a while.
Come on, Spartan. The wreckers are getting slaughtered out there. What are you doing? Just sitting at home. But at least my panels didn't fall off.
That's true. That's actually impressive.
Yeah.
Those little elbow scoops fall off all the time.
And I was super set on trying to transform him with this still in the whole time. Yeah, because that's his gimmick. He does come with another hand. And bam, you have MMC Spartan. The only accessory he comes with, other than his hooks, is this really dinky little gun. Which is actually in the comics. Like, that is what his gun...
That little pistol?
Yeah.
It's so cute. It's tiny. It's like a Men in Black kind of thing.
Yeah, in The Last Stand of the Wreckers, that is what his gun looks like.
That's kind of cute.
So, yeah, he's technically accurate. I don't have that cool hook that came with Carnifex.
Yeah.
I didn't order it through through their Planet Steel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's the same figure as Commodus right here.
Yeah, he's right. I'll post a picture.
It's the same figure, but they look with just the different head and different accessories. And different color
slightly
scheme.
different molding, but the big difference is the paint scheme because Commodus is all black.
But he is a very festive purple. Good grimace on that face.
And they call him Spartan because he's got like a Spartan helmet on him.
But Impactor is like the weirdest name because he does nothing that impacts anything.
No,
like he's not like a machine crusher thing or anything. He's a
like
tank.
Does he turn into a garbage disposal or a trash compactor or something? No.
Just a tank.
She blows. You definitely could go whale hunting with that guy. Like, he'd be the best. Kind of surprised they didn't go with like a Moby Dick kind of thing.
Yeah, like for his name. Like
for
why they stuck with like a... I guess because he has the...
It's the helmet.
It's the mohawk.
Yeah. Airburst is like... What's not blast off? Airburst. It's like Starburst if you use a Starscream.
We should get some Starburst right now.
I could go for Starburst.
Show's over.
Bye. And here we are with round 2. What we're doing this time is switching tanks and planes.
Yeah, we're doing that because we're not doing all one side.
It's just like it's going on.
Yeah.
It's like when you change sides for kickball.
Doing that one.
I don't know why, but kickball first. I'm not a sports guy.
Not really.
Let's do a shot.
I'm not a sports guy.
You want to go ahead and
it's my
go
turn.
to town?
It's my turn. It sucks to say it, but I think we got Bay Fever.
Are you telling me I have to add explosions to that again?
Yeah, just for that one scene. So here we got the Last Night Voyager Megatron. I'm really pissed off that I bought this because we just did a whole fucking episode trashing the movie toys.
We did.
And then this shows up. For a Voyager toy, it is fucking gorgeous.
It does look really good. It does. If you haven't seen it, we actually reviewed the movie on this channel.
So like the first wave was pretty shitty.
Well, yeah, most of them were like repaints and reuses. And
if they were a repaint, at least you were getting like one that was before. The plastic was a little inferior and the price was up.
Yeah.
But like Berserker, as we went over last round, was a complete garbage.
They don't
factory.
peg together. It's a problem. It's an issue.
But one of the few guiding lights in this stupid movie was how great Megatron looked. Him and Nitro Zeus.
They were our favorite in the movie.
Yeah, so when this toy came out, I really just didn't want to splurge on a leader-size figure for a movie I hated.
Yeah. It kind of sucks because Megatron didn't really do anything in the movie.
No,
he had that Suicide Squad thing, but ultimately he was just pointless.
Yeah, they literally did not need him.
You could take Megatron out of that movie, and the movie would be the exact same.
In fact, technically, if you think about it, it would have been better to keep him as Galvatron because they did the Unicron tie-in. So technically, it would have made more sense. To tie in.
And how did he turn back into Megatron?
Wait. I'm just gonna get into Transformers while you ran.
They never say how he does it. He just suddenly is Megatron, and he's a jet, but he was a truck and Galvatron. In the last movie.
Did we cover this in our
movie? We talked about it in the movie thing. I just still am perplexed, I guess.
I know.
Well, I'm perplexed that there are people that think it's a good movie. I don't know what movie you saw.
Well, I think also...
But if it was like the movie I saw, it was terrible.
Well, I think also because you spent a decent amount of time being more concerned with the aspect ratios.
I couldn't not. It was too obvious. I don't understand how people didn't see that.
No.
I even said... I told someone like, the IMAX to regular ratio was just too often. He's like, oh, I didn't see it in IMAX. I'm like, that's not what that fucking means, you idiot. You have to see it in IMAX to see the IMAX aspect ratio. It just means that the screen goes like this to this to this to this to this to this, and it's not even every other scene. It's every other camera angle. Sorry.
I'm
not sorry.
No, the ranting is great. It totally fills in like the space while
you're transforming
doing this. Yeah, because this is a really fun Transformer to transform.
It actually looks. I'm kind of watching it while you're doing it.
Yeah,
fun.
It's really it's fun in almost the exact same way as Universe Cyclonus.
Okay.
Like it's different, but it's similar in that it's really enjoyable and it pegs together and it's a jet and that flies everywhere.
By the end of this episode, I'm going to kill it.
I love that we have this backstory on it. He's a good looking figure.
He looks good.
He's so solid.
You know what I like about him is he doesn't have chicken legs.
No.
It looks like he will, but it's just that he's got like knight armor greaves.
Yeah, I mean they definitely did him well he feels so much sturdier than the first wave.
Did
they save all the plastic for wave 2? I mean, Jesus Christ, he feels like a completely different figure.
Great paint apps.
Yeah.
I love his rocket side skirt thing going on.
His face is amazing.
It's super good. This is a fantastic. I might actually still
for a Voyager
just buy this one.
Great.
Yeah.
Kind of like the size of the gun on it. It fits the frame. Sword's bitchin'. You get accidental ankle tilt because of how its transformation goes.
But who cares? Ankle tilt.
Makes them stay.
Any way they get ankle tilt is perfect.
Yeah. And just a mean mugging.
I think the only
Megatron.
Articulation it's missing is a wrist swivel.
Yeah, but other than the lack of wrist swivel, he's a really good figure.
He's a good looking figure.
He's expensive because
$30,
the is $30.
Right? Yeah.
And so I was kind of really nauseated at that price. But I don't regret it as much now that I decided to open it and actually play with it because it's a pretty good figure. It makes up for the other ones. I'm going to say he's a must-buy.
Yeah, I honestly agree.
If you can get him on sale, that's even better.
Even better. I love that his wings are his legs.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that you just don't expect.
Yeah, it's because all of his parts fold up and cover it. Like, there's no, like, you get a little bit of this back mess, but it's not.
It's really not that bad.
No. Because even this folds down neatly right here. And it's just weird because in transformation, this folds out, which I guess makes sense that it goes down. But
still, it's good.
So, yeah, I'm done.
All right.
I'm done with the show. You can do whatever you want. I quit.
So before I bring on our next guest.
Oh, yes.
This figure is a figure that he's basically the Matt Damon of our show if it were Jimmy Kimmel. Mm-hmm. I have almost done him on Bots and Shots at least four times.
Yeah, I think it's 4 times now.
Even last month we were doing the Bayformers. I almost did him because of the Bayformer.
He wasn't in.
He was in the last Tanks and Planes.
He almost was.
He almost was.
But I think you did Heavy Noisy instead because I was doing a third party and you wanted a third party.
I did. I wanted to match you with it. So this is, I don't know, is it Revenge of the Fallen or Hunt for the Decepticons? I think it's Hunt for the Decepticons. Maybe it's Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah, we just throw them both up there.
This is Hunt for the Decepticons or Revenge of the Fallen. Hailstorm. I got him at our first BotCon, actually, when I was in San Diego. Yes. He's not in the movie, but he's part of the movie line.
Because for some reason, all the coolest bots from the movies are never actually in the fucking movie.
He's one of those, like, G.I. Joe missile tank things.
I had the Minicon that was like this, or what they were called when we were kids. They weren't called Minicons, but
Micromaster.
Yeah, I had the little one like him.
It's all master. It was all masters.
Yeah, all
Master Bader.
Yeah.
I like his little back missile thing can like turn around and lift up and down. Like it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
For what it is. I'm gonna go ahead. He's not a super hard transformation.
No. It is one of those weird things and they are behind the scenes moments where you realize how many figures have almost made the cut. So many.
I felt bad for him. I honestly figured that if I didn't do him this time, he'd be just one step closer to the edge.
So he's gonna be dropping Linkin Park references all night.
in honor, not in teasing.
No, in honor.
There are people that are making light of his suicide and death. If I reference Linkin Park, it's out of respect.
Yeah. It does inadvertently tie into our Transformerdom because of the movies.
It does because of the movies.
Yeah. But admittedly, they weren't my favorite band, but I listened to that first album in high school. I think a lot of us did. You know, if that was like in your
Their
high
first
school
album
era.
came out 2000. I was either graduated or graduating. I was like my senior year.
But it was cool. It was new. It was definitely. It was a little bit cleaner than the dirtier Limp Bizkit porn stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a Hailstorm from whatever he's in, and I saw him just like this on the table. I loved his big gorilla arms. Yeah. His tiny little legs.
He's like mini Hulk.
He's like a little mini Hulk. I just love the way. I love his proportions. He's got short little stubby forearms and big long arms. I think on the way home I worked the whole time trying to figure out how to transform him.
Yeah,
the whole way home.
And you were trying to look up a schematic for him because there's one part you couldn't figure out. But we couldn't find out what his name was.
Yeah, I had no idea what his name was. I just knew I liked the way he looked. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I really like this guy. I feel bad that it's taken me this long to do him, but I feel like this is the right moment for him. This is Hailstorm's time.
But I feel like it was a nice rise and a good inside joke for us for a while.
Yeah, it was. He's short. He's stubby. Kind of cute. The transformation is not that bad.
And he's a Decepticon.
He's a Decepticon. Or she. I actually have no idea. You can kind of give him like a gorilla thing going on.
Thank you for being progressive though by addressing or she.
I kind of like this now.
Yeah.
It's like a little monkey mode.
So he's gonna be on the shelf now.
He's gonna be on my shelf as a little monkey mode.
Classic Megs. If it's a lady, it means Megs is straight. But if it's a man, it means Megs is gay.
I think it's more a dominance thing.
Okay. So should we let Megs go for it or just cut to the next segment?
I don't know.
But seriously, you might have to get this Megatron.
All right.
Welcome back to.
Welcome back.
Oi.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is my normal speaking voice.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We are still tanking and/or planing.
And we're switching it up.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Before we jump into that, we gotta jump into this.
Yeah.
Regretfully. The only thing cool about the show, sometimes the whiskey hits you in the back of the throat wrong, and you get a little teared up, but it makes you look sensitive, and usually I have no feelings at all.
Speaking of shots,
Okay.
I've got Stormshot. Stormshot is from Robots in Disguise.
Okay.
He wasn't on my radar even a little bit until I saw Junk Heap Dave do a video. He does when he reviews a figure, he makes it into a song.
Okay.
And I was after listening to that song, not only was it catchy, I was like, yeah, I kind of like that figure.
Yeah. So the song got stuck in your head and you bought a toy.
And then I bought a toy because of it. The top of the plane looks really good, but he definitely suffers from typical Jet. He literally is just a guy.
Yeah.
Even his arms aren't even hidden away. They're just.
He's leader wanting it.
They didn't really try very hard with the alt mode, but the way the alt mode becomes the robot mode,
the guy mode, yeah.
The guy mode is actually kind of cool.
Sweet.
I'll get started, I guess.
Because I've seen Stormshot.
Stormshot. I keep calling him Stormcloud.
Yeah.
I call him everything but Stormshot. I'm like 90% sure his name is Stormshot. Stormcloud Strife.
Yeah. I did not expect his wings to fold up like
right?
that. Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
And then his legs just kind of combiner wars out.
They use it all the time, but it works.
It works.
It really does condense down the goddamn toy.
It's an effective way of doing this. Yeah.
I keep thinking about buying a couple of the Robots in Disguise figgies.
I like the way
I want the Shockwave.
The Soundwave. The Soundwave looks good.
And there's a Skywarp.
The Skywarp looks good. I've got. It's a good mold. I've got the Starscream.
One of his legs are all loosey goosey, but you can nail polish it up and
you can.
Right
Yes,
back.
that's true. So yeah, then he's got his gun here, but this is him. I love the way his robot mode looks.
Yeah.
That's what sold me on this. The way the wings flip around.
He looks like a Combiner Wars toy without the Combiner Wars port, which is kind of cool.
Yes.
Because I would have loved to have had a couple of those figures without necessarily having to combine shit.
Yes.
Together.
So he's got this gun and then this little gun, and you can put them in his hands, or it can actually combine.
You can super gun it
into a super gun. It actually looks.
Yeah, it's
pretty
like
cool.
It's like kind of a little double-handled.
Yeah, and you can actually put it in both hands.
Damn, he is way more posable than I thought he'd be.
Yeah, there we go.
We are 3 shots in.
So his Stormshot's got a shotty.
Man, that shotty's got a body.
That shotty has got a body. If it weren't for this little wing flip thing right here, I don't think I would care about him at all.
Yeah.
His colors are pretty plain. His head's okay.
Honestly, it's his colors that I think are the least appealing.
Yeah.
Because the transformation is basic as it is, except for that cool-ass wing flip.
Yeah.
Would be alright.
Yeah.
It's just his colors.
But I love that wing flip, and I like the way his robot mode looks. It's good enough for me to ignore how bad his alt mode plane looks.
Yeah.
Where he's basically just a guy underneath some wings.
Yeah.
And, that's actually a problem with a lot of planes. So it's not just a problem unique to him, so it's really not that bad.
No, he's hanging in there.
He's hanging in there. I actually like his head
He's got a good head sculpt, yeah.
He's got a good head sculpt.
I like his shoulders.
His shoulders look good too, yes. After seeing that review from Junk Heap Dave, I was like, yeah, that's going to be the next figure when I see him.
Yeah. Is he in the show?
Junk Heap Dave?
No, this guy.
I have no idea.
Is Junk Heap Dave in the show?
No, he's definitely not. He's a guy. He's a real person.
Can we confirm that? Does he have a cameo?
He's canon. Actually, Junk Heap Dave is actually canon.
They reference him.
They reference him, yeah. I have no idea if he's actually in the show because I have never seen past season 1. But I know after season 1 they added a lot of the people from Prime, like Ratchet came back and started
Soundwave was a bad guy
and stuff. Yeah.
So that's his plane.
That's my plane.
So we're gonna have to tank it, and I got this weird monstrosity.
Now where'd you get that?
This is the United Series Unicron tank that I bought in Japan.
Hold on. You went to Japan?
What? But no, I guess it's a repaint of a Cybertron or whatever figure. One of the mid-2000s ones. It was this weird thing during when they had like the Unicron trilogy. This is what came out of it. And it's this weird fucking tank. And I found it for like $6 American, so I'm like,
wow,
in package. So I'm
done.
Like, well, and I specifically bought it for a Boston Shots episode.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was like,
this might come in handy.
This looks stupid enough to be on the show. Let's do it.
Was that before or after you bought the Kiss players?
It was the same day actually.
Really?
Yeah, just two different stores. So he's a weird fucking Unicron tank. I don't
he
know.
definitely looks like Unicron, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, he's like. Very much if Unicron was a tank. And I love this little maw thing, which I guess I'll demonstrate now, but it works in both. He's a cyber key.
Yes, that's Cybertron.
So basically you put it in this little thing and the little maw opens and it's like a Gatling gun. It doesn't fire anything or light up, but you get to see the little maw action going, which is kind of a cool touch.
So he can eat up planets and stuff. Like plants.
He's pretty small.
He's smaller than a planet, so he has to eat plants.
Yeah, I guess that's just dive into transforming him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me how Comic-Con was.
But real quick, because of how the transformation works,
Yes.
you can drop his head down pretty early on.
Oh, so he's like a scourge kind of thing.
Yeah, he's a sweep. Anyway.
He's a sweep.
So while I'm transforming him, I went to Comic-Con last minute because a friend of mine could not go, so I inherited a badge for Thursday. I was Cynthia, officially.
Oh, you
for
look like
the
a Cynthia.
Thank you. And I think that's a compliment.
Yeah, I would call it a compliment.
Thank you. I'm over 30. I need all I can get.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went there and it was pretty mediocre.
Yeah.
It's like the last couple cons. I wandered around for a while. It was so hard being in front of those Power of the Prime figures in a glass case and not being able to play with them because they look honestly really cool.
The pictures of them look cool. Seeing them in person, I don't know how you handled that.
The Rodimus Prime Hot Rod thing looked so killer in person. I mean, the Bat Kibble is what it is.
Sure. What was your favorite thing you saw there, Transformers-wise?
Of the new stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely that stupid Starscream mold.
And you don't even like Starscream.
I'm just hoping it's going to be a Skywalker.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a Skywalker.
Yeah, because
they can't.
I'll even get the Thundercracker just to have an IDW-ish Thundercracker in my collection. But that mold looks so good. It's like the right level of chunky and updated. It almost looks like a third-party engineer kind of put it out there.
It does look pretty good.
And then honestly, it was kind of cool seeing the Dreadwind, Darkwing combination together.
Now those are repaints and not repaints, they're remolds from Combiner Wars figures. But it sounds like online they're gonna combine together.
Because they historically they do combine into a bigger bot. So it looks like they're gonna do it. They didn't demonstrate how. Right. But actually, now it's changed my mind. My favorite was that fucking Beachcomber.
Oh man, that Beachcomber! I think I sent you a text that morning after they showed him off. I was like, that Beachcomber is cute as fuck.
You sent me the text, and then I did a little favor for a friend looking for stuff, and then I just made a fucking beeline for the Transformers booth because I had to see everything, of course, after talking about it with you. He's got these dumb little kibble pieces, and I'm just gonna put them in both ways you can do it, just to do it. God, this toy sucks. It's so flimsy. It's better
than the Galvatron.
It's completely
tank,
completely indicative.
I got it.
You got it.
I got it.
Mission accomplished. You guys can stop
I told you by the end of this, I was gonna get it.
You made it to round 3.
Round 3.
This is when the second flash.
And I'm pretty. Fuck, you're
shouldn't talk about
pretty drunk. Oh, there is a second one.
I told you there were 2 earlier. I fucking told you there was. Anyway, you can equip these little claw things. He's very Galvatron-y with a cannon.
He's Unicron-y.
He's very Unicron-y with a cannon thing. He's got a cool skull face.
He does. He looks like Unicron if Unicron were super tiny in a tank.
He looks like if Unicron got in fire like the Terminator and then his face melted off and he had like a Terminator face on it. That'd be cool if you could close it. I would have paid up to $10 for this toy, but never more than that. He's very there.
He's very a thing that exists.
Yeah, and he's got these big wheels, but he has tank treads, so we can a tank.
Oh no, he's definitely a tank.
And he's called Unicron Tank, and you can also, like I said, you can
you can open his
cyber key or whatever.
And as of now, he has served his purpose.
Yeah, he's
of being a guy you did on Pots and Shots.
Yeah, he made it to the show. We started the show almost 2 years ago now, and as of the last year, I will consciously think of things to buy for the show. Like bots I'll see on the show or out in the stores, like, I don't want to buy that toy, but it might be good on a Bots and Shots episode.
I almost bought Quake for this just in case we needed another tank.
It's also just weird also thinking about how we kind of moved along, like how many lines we went through.
Yeah.
Just while doing this show's going on.
Let's think about that. Man, those were some good times.
Those were some great memories. So yeah, cool toy, cool story, bro.
Cool Stormshot, bro. Hey.
Hey gang. How's life?
Life's good.
Do you feel fulfilled?
I don't, but that's fine.
We're doing
You don't
it.
have to.
No.
No one says you have to feel fulfilled
You know the weird...
at any point. We have to do a shot.
We do have
Let's
to
do
do
the
the
shot.
shots.
Let's do the shot. So
We are smack dab in the middle of tanking and planing. Sometimes planing and tanking, depending
yeah,
on
it depends on the round. We go back
I
and
believe
forth.
this is a planing and tanking round.
So that means you go first.
I go first.
You go first.
We were kind of nailing a bunch of different rounds. Now we are back in the modern day
Woo!
with some titties
What?
return.
Titties return.
So this is top spin.
Top spin as opposed to bottom turn.
Oh,
Just made that up right now, off the top of my
you
head
did it.
and off the bottom of my butt.
That's
If you think of
That's
something
a-
off the
that's
top
a
of your
bell.
head, it's funny. If you think of something off the bottom of your butt,
It's a little weird.
It's shitty.
I've owned. Oh, you.
Anyway, yes.
I've had this toy for a couple months now, and
Yeah.
I just now noticed there's landing.
There's landing gear right there?
Yeah,
I actually noticed when I was taking pictures.
Yeah, this is top spin, and he's a pretty great toy.
He's a great toy.
And he's even greater because of all the people that spent money on the Demolition Crew mech ideas.
The mech idea. They turned into MMC?
I think, yeah, they're either turned into or they were bought out by. But Hasbro did these
Yeah.
finally, and I have never actually touched one of the Demolition.
Me neither.
It could be a better toy,
Yeah.
but these are way cheaper.
Way
and
cheaper.
Comparable.
And they look good.
Looks so good.
This definitely looks like Twin Twist.
Yeah.
Or Top Spin.
Top spin.
I'm very
Listen,
drunk.
Yeah.
This definitely looks like Top
Honestly,
Spin.
every time I tried to type out the name to you in the goddamn text before
Uh-huh.
the show, I even typed Twin Twist a couple times.
my God.
Like it's the same goddamn toy.
We're so dumb.
I'll get into it over chatting away, but he's got guns.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I can't wait for the titties drilling it down. I'm so tired of the weapons that become
That
cradles
become,
for
like,
shit.
seats, yeah.
Like, as much as I'm tired of the headmaster gimmick,
Yeah.
I'm way more tired of the guns. that look like
I just want a
guns.
regular gun.
I don't
just
want
give
half a
me a
goddamn
regular gun.
Yeah, I don't want half a fucking gun.
Yeah.
I always had such a hard time with this fucking cockpit.
It's a tough cockpit. I find it easier to open up if you break the arms away.
Let's break the arms out.
Because you can pull it from the sides.
I've been drinking.
Yeah.
Which shout out.
Wait, you've been drinking?
Yeah. I didn't mean for you to find out this way. But anyway,
I'm giving up
this
on you.
is probably one of the most ingenious arm transformations.
I love
ever.
it. It's so good.
Yeah, because you get a little fold out here.
And he close it back up. There's no hollow bits.
No, it's so perfect.
Oh.
So good.
Now, is this sort of a remold of Trigger Happy, kind of?
I don't know if it is.
It has a similar transformation
Yes.
gimmick. Now, the legs here are
That's
like my
right.
one problem with this figure.
Because they're a little janky.
They're
when you-
janky, and they like kind of combine our wars, but at the same time, they don't, but
yeah,
they do.
it's kind of a weird...
Yeah.
It's one of those weird things. You don't know you're doing it right unless
Yes.
you're doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I still don't know if I'm doing it right. Am I doing it?
Yeah, you just have to turn the waist around.
I do, I know. I'm getting there.
Sorry.
Don't skip me.
I'm sorry.
I'm learning.
I'm so sorry. I
I'm learning.
didn't mean to.
But I'll be honest, I
Very
didn't transform this for like a couple months, and then I did it to transform into the thing
Yeah.
mode for the pictures,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh shit, that's how he transforms. I completely forgot about like, they spin it here, and you spin it there.
You top spin it?
Yeah, you top spin it. My headpiece is one of the shittiest ones.
I feel like that's happened lately with Titan's Titan Masters.
Yeah, you get like if you get like
they
a
don't
loose
fit
ball
properly.
joint,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't peg in, but it'll get there, or it won't. Whatever.
Sometimes I find if I turn it around, it fits in better.
Don't tell me how to do my life.
I'm not. I'm just suggesting that sometimes that happens.
Look, I did it my own way.
Fuck.
Dad. I'll do it my own way, Dad.
Your mom and I are so disappointed in you.
I hope you die of multiple sclerosis like my real dad did.
Oh, shit.
So here he is, and he's so good. This toy is such a good toy.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Like,
oh, man.
I do want to put a little nail polish on my arms because they're a little loose.
They're a little
times,
loose. Yeah, mine
but
are
they're
too.
not too bad, and you can still like do dynamic ultra posing.
And it's so good because he looks like Twin Twist. Like,
Yeah.
looking at his profile, it's like a good medium
Yeah,
of what the original toy looked like and this being its own thing.
Yeah, and he's like the perfect level of like chunk mech stuff. He's just so good.
Has there been another Twin Twist except for the original?
No.
Like, this is it. It's the jump starter and then this guy.
Yeah, unless there's
Officially.
if there's been like a movie one that bore the name, but it's fun.
I guess, yeah, because there was a top spin.
But if there, for the record, if there was, whatever. But this is the only Generation 1 style.
Yes,
wrecker.
they did a great job of taking that Generation 1 figure and updating it.
And I know it's one of those things. It's like the love-hate with this line. Is some of the molds have been so good, you have to deal with unnecessary headmastering.
Yes.
But at the same time, I can deal with a shitty back of the head if the front of this bot looks this good.
I feel like sometimes the figures in this line have been so good because they don't have to worry about where they're going to put a head.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Like, you can get some of those unique transformations because they don't have to have a cavity in there for where the head's going to go.
But I feel like with this one, it would have been fine because you could have hit it in like the part of the
Sure, it
part
could
of
have
the
flipped back
canopy.
or whatever.
But
You're right.
it doesn't even matter because you're not even looking at this. Even though this is honestly a gorgeous transformation point. But you can see it in the front, and it's just perfect.
I pull the head out and put it in the cockpit anyway, sitting down. So it basically is going in there anyway.
Yeah, this particular mold, don't even care if it's a headmaster or not.
This was from Wave 4 of Titan's Return, and it's one of the surprises of the wave.
For me, it's so close to being the best figure in the line.
What's the best?
Trigger Happy is still
still up there
because that was the most surprising and it was the first surprising.
Yeah.
So you're kind of gauging.
I completely agree. Trigger Happy was so good. I'm buying the remold of him.
If it wasn't for this leg transformation, he'd be number 1.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. The leg transformation is a little jinky, but like I said, the Trigger Happy mold is so good. I'm buying the Misfire repaint.
Yeah. So would you love it so much that you'd possibly do another one this round?
Well, if I have to, I could bring in a Twin Twist.
So would you say wreck and
rule? Wreck and rule! I have Titan's Return Twin Twist that I just bought
hot off the press.
Hot off the press. I bought it last night from a black market dealer through a guy who knows a guy.
Shout out to Joe Troutman.
Shout out to Joe Troutman.
Last minute hookup for the Bottom Shots episode.
He came through with this Twin Twist.
Tank and Planet.
This is Twin Twist, and they made him a tank. He is a drill tank. He's got drills on the front. He's got tank treads on the side.
And he's a perfect example of the same mold, but you can't even fucking tell.
You can't fucking tell. It's so fucking good. I'm going to go ahead and start transforming this. All the cool things we talked about on this guy are equally true for this guy.
Because I was wondering how, like, literally it's the same figure, but they took the wings and made them tank treads and applied it to it.
There's also not landing gear on the front like there is. I wanted to point that out, but I was going to get into it.
Which is great because I seriously did not know there was landing gear until I was transforming.
I didn't know actually until I was taking pictures of it. And I was like, oh, I should put the landing gear down.
We are the worst people in
We're terrible Transformers fans.
Does he have thruster boots like this guy does?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, we'll get to that when you get.
No, we can get to that right now. He kind of does,
but not the same way.
He's
got tread
feet. He's got like tread, like these little things. They look different. Okay. Yeah, they look different.
I was wondering because one's on a jet, one is a jet.
Yeah, one is a jet, one is a tank. Which is what we're doing: tanks and planes.
I now understand the segment. I didn't get it.
You didn't get it until right now.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
The original figures of these were basically the same figure, and they had a gimmick. They were called jump starters, and you pulled them back, and then they went forward for a little bit, and then a little mechanism would release, and they would jump over. And I would say 25% of the time, they would land on their feet and be transformed. The transformation was basically just folding it over in half, and then they would unfold and land up.
Yeah.
These are actual legitimate Transformers. I'm not a huge fan of the tank treads on his arms. I'm not. I prefer the wings.
Fair enough.
I don't like that the tank treads are up here. I don't think they look as good. But if you have one,
You have
to have the other. You have to.
And let's just do this for size comparison. Let's bring in the boss man.
See, now we got some wreckers going on right here, and that's actually about right.
It's so good.
It's so good. This our top spin.
This our top spin.
This our twin twist. And this our impactor. And they are
the fucking wreckers. God, that
and they look.
twin twist looks good.
Doesn't he look good?
It's so good.
I'm not a huge fan of the tank treads, but everything else looks good.
Well, it's a good contrast.
It's like a great contrast. Yeah. They both look so good together. They look like they belong together metaphorically and spiritually and physically and simile and hyperbole and all the different Ulis.
And Mephistopheles.
Just get them together sexually.
Just get it together, bro.
Just get it together. So this is it. Round 5.
You made it. I don't know how.
You made it. You have to 5.
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 I feel like it's from a Conan movie. You
Maybe.
have to 5.
You have to 5. You have to 5.
You have to 5. 5.
Let's go ahead and shoot. I meant to shoot, but I accidentally shucks howdied.
I went to shoot, but I accidentally pooted.
We're gonna break ranks. We're gonna change things up. What are you doing again? Zach's going twice.
I'm going twice in one round, but we're still double, whatever. Anyway, let's do this. Let's keep our proud titties rolling. This is Titties Return.
Titties Return.
Blitzwing and whatever the hell this guy's name is.
Yep.
So this is Titties Return Blitzwing, and he's a clusterfuck of shitty and then awesome.
Awesome. I think, see, the problem right here is you don't have his legs pegged in properly.
Probably not.
They don't. They have to peg it. You have to you have to push them so hard up.
Do you want me to restart?
No. I'm telling this to you and the people watching.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had to take pictures of mine to
learn.
You have to push these up and in so hard to get them pegged in properly.
Okay.
It's a stupid thing. It's a problem with the figure. Go on.
But fuck it, I'm not dealing with it.
But
so this,
fuck it.
Because that's not why you entirely bought this toy in the first place. This is his shitty ass cobbled together tank mode, which
it looks pretty good. I kind of like it. It's better.
It's way better. No, of the two, I like the tank mode better for the first. For the first go around.
Okay.
I know everyone has their preferences. I was more of a tank guy for the last one.
I feel like this one looks more like a tank than the other one.
I'm saying of the last round, I like the tank better than the plane of it.
No, I'm talking about the previous Blitzwing, the one from Generations.
I feel like this one is more fitting to the Blitzwing.
Yes.
But at the same time, the lack of oversight in the engineering stuff is a little weird because
they messed up on the leg tolerances. That's the biggest problem. Everything doesn't peg together quite right.
Yeah. So this is his hobbled together because I am drunk tank.
Oh, yes.
Here he is in some weird tank. The wing is kind of hanging off to the side, but honestly, it's fine.
It's fine.
After the last one, it's fine.
Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with these stickers. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because they look good, but they also fall off and peel back, and they look really shitty.
They get this really corner cringe. Yeah. And I have flop wing.
I don't know if you're getting this. This is Blitzwing. I don't know if you know much about Blitzwing, but he's a tank
and or plane.
And a plane.
Yeah, so he fits both the criteria at once.
It's gorgeous.
See, that's the other part.
That pops out all the time. All the time.
And the best part is, I can't get one down unless they're both down.
Yes, they pop up. So the Titans Return Voyager classes all have this weird head pop-up thing.
For no reason.
For no reason. It's a weird gimmick. They already have a gimmick, Hasbro. They're all triple changers.
We get it.
We get it. You don't have to also have a different gimmick in it. Like, you can save the gimmicks. Save the pop-up gimmicks for Leader.
Yeah, they're not going to do that, though.
But the only gimmick so far with their Leader class figures is that you can keep the headmaster in the head without having to take it out.
Which they only started doing in the later run. Anyway,
You're right, because the blaster and Soundwave, you do have to still take it out.
Yeah,
Haven't
Good job,
thought of that.
Hasbro.
Good job, Hasbro.
You thought of everything.
Good job, Hasbro. You
He's
and
a
me.
plane now.
Look at that. Tanks to planes.
From this part up, he's a way better plane than he was before.
I agree. His
He's
plane mode.
This though.
Actually, I found that if you turn it around in plane mode, it sits on the ground a little better.
Okay.
And I just found that out when I was taking pictures of it.
But honestly,
But yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's still. This is actually a problem.
It looks like a baby bump.
This is a problem with Blitzwing in general.
I just noticed these were Titan ports just now.
Oh fuck! You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So am I finishing this bot?
Yeah.
All right. So I threw the titty on the ground as you do in a proper box.
You know, well, the plane mode's good though. I want to just say
it's
that.
okay.
I like the
yeah,
plane mode.
I do. I mean, honestly, it was just the last one was such a clusterfuck that all they had to do was anything.
It doesn't. You have to just at least nail it to beat the last one.
Yeah, and I.
Which is so weird because the last one was going up. It was made at the same time as the Springer, and the Springer is still one of the best figures.
Yes.
We did it on the video we did for the 10th anniversary or the 20th anniversary of Transformers the movie, or just our Transformers the movie episode. I don't know if it was the actual anniversary.
Yeah.
But I did Springer on that episode.
Springer, yeah.
And I still feel like Hasbro hasn't made a figure to really match that in terms of quality, transformation.
In terms of quality and
feel.
transformation, trigger happy. Except character recognition, Springer still wins. Because
agree.
you don't fucking care about who the fuck trigger happy was.
I didn't know who Trigger Happy was when I got the figure. I just knew it was a good figure by playing with it.
Yeah.
I know he was a later Target Master.
Yes.
Target Master. But he came out like super late in the line, and that was when I was old, and I feel like I had already transitioned into like Ninja Turtles at that time.
Well, at that
or
point, I
something
think
else.
they even killed him off in the IDW continuity by then. I think he had technically died.
Trigger
by
Happy?
RC, yeah, by RC's hand. Or
Oh man, RC in the IDW was fucking nuts. She's savage.
I know, man.
She'll cut you.
But
What do you have
while we were
here?
chatting, I finished up this whole Blitzwing.
Man, and this robot mode is so good.
My only complaints are his weapons. Because the sword was so good for the last one that I almost want to just recycle it into this one.
And just switch them out?
And I do in my personal collection have the other sword.
Me
Because
too.
that's from Paint One.
Me too.
But for the show, I put the old one back in. So it's a little bit looser. Because
He also has the Titans Return,
which I hate.
like seat gun.
As I bitched
Yeah.
earlier, I don't care about the fake back half the head I never look at. I just want a whole gun.
You want an actual gun,
I'm just glad with him they actually gave him the proper
unlike
turn.
Megatron.
And my only problem with him is I do have a flop wing.
Sure.
But with Hasbro, that's like a hit or miss complaint.
Sure.
Like it comes and it goes. You know what I mean? Like you
But
deal with it and you deal with it.
Let's talk about this. So I think back when we redid our last recycled episode was the wedding episode, and for my something new, I did the Megatron version of this,
Yes,
and
you
it
did.
was so new. I had literally just gotten it that day, and I opened it on the on the episode.
Did I do Tarn versus that
I
one?
think you did,
That
yeah.
was good. That was a good mix.
It was a good mix, but this figure is so. Even though he's the same mold,
He's so good.
he's so different in the paint just makes him a different person.
And that head, and you can go down or up. It doesn't matter what you like. They all look good.
They all look good,
Him and the Octone.
which is their
Octane.
Octane.
Is so good. Like they just mesh so perfectly.
Hasbro nailed this figure.
Finally.
Nailed it. Like a prom date.
The alt modes and the pegging are all different.
It's stuff you can work with. It's
Yeah.
stuff you can work with.
But you get a bot mode.
You get
this
a bot
good.
mode so good.
And I only complaint is I wish the gun was better and I wish the sword had a little more paint. Other than that, he's perfect. And
He looks so good.
And you can kind of go full wing.
Or wing kind
partial.
of back out. Yeah, or the wing can fall off.
Long
if
can
you
fall
want.
off.
Or you can do the Megatron way and just put the wings all the way back.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah, if you want to.
If you want to get the wings all the way. But traditionally,
he
Blitzwing has wings out.
He shows a little bit of wing. He doesn't go full wing, but he shows a little bit of wing.
He shows a little bit of wing.
Yeah. But honestly, a great fucking figure.
It looks so good.
And it's just great that even though we had to deal with all the Headmaster bullshit, we got a complete fucking triple changer Decepticon roster.
Yes, we have Astro Train, we have Blitzwing, we have Octane.
The only two things I'm missing to finish my set of weird ass bots are Snapdragon and 8-Face.
Man, I wonder if Hasbro will do those. I know KFC just did both of those.
And the Power of the Primes is coming out. Who knows what they've got?
Who knows? They have fucking Pretenders coming out. So excited.
What do you got?
Nope. We're going to round 6.
Shit. Fill it up.
You know what? That last one went on so long, I'm going to make this a bonus round 6, and I'm going to get my own round because we're going to take another shot.
All right. Let's take it home.
You know what weirdly helps? Looking at Optimus Prime's crotch right here. It helps me out.
There's a lot of explosions going on behind certain Autobots.
You know,
I don't know if
it's weird because Optimus Prime starts here and he like goes around in a circle.
But is he eating the world?
Optimus Prime deserves to eat the world. He saved it so many times.
So if you've been reading the current comics, it's a pretty hit or miss situation. Just saying.
Just super saying. Can I tell you something?
What?
I'm tired of these monkey fighting tanks on this Monday through Friday plane.
Preach it, brother.
I'm gonna start with this tank right here.
Oh shit.
This tank.
Oh shit.
Right here, but
don't tell me you're gonna bring it.
Don't tell me
Don't
what
tell
to
me
do.
you're gonna bring it.
Don't tell me what to do.
Do not tell me you are going to bring it. Are you gonna bring it?
Oh, it's on. I was looking for his peg thing fell off somewhere. But on top of this tank, I'm gonna put this plane.
Oh, you done brought it.
I brought it.
You done brought it.
This is a tank.
You done brought it.
On a plane. Actually, it's a plane on a tank.
I feel like I should have had a cape to drape over you right there, like James Brown. Like.
Yeah, but this is Titan's Return Sky Shadow, who is a tank and a plane.
Jesus Christ.
At the same time. At the same time.
I feel like while you're talking, I gotta be Rick James in that Party All the Time video by Eddie Murphy, which is in the background.
My tank likes to play me all the time, play me all the time, play me all the time. Like that?
Yeah, that's good.
We're funny.
We do this.
We're funny. Anyway, so this is Sky Shadow. He is a plane and also a tank. And if you've ever seen another...
If we're rhyming, he's a pre-paint.
He is a pre-paint. So if you've ever seen another figure like this, his name might be Overlord. Who's also a tank and a plane. So I'm going to start with a tank, because that's what I start with.
Alright.
The gun comes off. And what I'm going to do, this guy being a Titan...
Sounds like every tank bottom I've ever
So this guy being a Titan's Return leader class figure, he also has a base mode. So on top of being two different figures, he's also a more different figure. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick just to show you what's going on.
The possibilities.
The pizza-abilities.
The possibilities.
The possibilities.
There used to be this weird-ass restaurant down in San Diego near the sports arena, and it was called Divine Possibilities. And they would make like lasagna and spaghetti and put it in like rolls, so it was like a Subway sandwich but full of pasta. Why is that not a thing that happens all the time?
I don't know why that doesn't happen all the time. Happen all the time. Happen all the time. So I'm just getting the tank mode ready for the base mode. It's literally the robot mode, kind of halfway done.
I don't know how other nerds feel about it, but like I know base, means a lot of things strategically and stuff. But like,
sure.
I can't help but think it like as like forts for like when you're a kid and you're playing like superhero games and stuff, and like base was like where your G.I. Joes would meet up. I can't ever take that word seriously. Let's go to the enemy's base. Like really, it's almost like the word boss. Like how we take the word boss seriously in games when really it's just like the Japanese's take on a final villain in the game. Like the word boss.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's just funny when you get down to like brass tacks about your childhood.
Yeah. So this is base mode, And so I got to play with Trypticon the other night, and these little pieces right here will connect to Trypticon. And the Overlord that comes out, which has basically the exact same base mode, will also connect to Trypticon.
Alright, whatever.
And it'll look pretty cool.
And because he's totally not a pre-paint of Overlord, it does not look anything like Overlord.
That's true.
Except that it does.
I do like his tower thing right here. I like the way his legs are. I don't know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You gotta take him apart. You didn't address the jet mode. Just saying, man. You didn't fully address the jet. You gotta jet it out.
Fine.
You tanked it out, man.
I thought I did both, but I'll do it.
Come on.
It's fine.
Bring
it's
it home.
fine.
Bring it home.
I'll bring it home.
Just bring it home.
I'll bring it home.
You're better than this.
I'll bring it home.
You're better than this.
I know how to do this. Do you think this is my first Bossa shots?
I don't know. Seems like it is. You dropping shit all over the place.
This is his chat mode.
What I do love they did was that this whole cannon thing is consistent with Sky Shadow.
Sky Shadow.
Because I did this the last Tanks and Planes episode. I did the generation.
You did do Sky Shadow.
I just thought about that.
Oh my
Son
god!
of a bitch.
We're like the same person.
Oh my god! Wait, are we the same person? I've never seen us in the same place at the same time.
I've actually never seen Mike and Zach in the same place at the same time. Have you? Alright, that was weird.
Let's finish doing it.
So his robot mode's pretty simple.
Yeah.
His upper half
that's whatever.
is right here. You just pull his arms down, you pull his fists out.
He's one of those great, simple figures.
He's not complicated, to say the least.
No.
But this is his upper half right here. This is it. This is
Some would say his better half.
Actually, I like his lower half better.
You would.
So his... That's weird. That's super
Because
weird.
you said lower half. And
Yeah, I know, but it's
penis
still weird.
and-
No, it's still weird.
But are we not doing
What I like about his lower half is the way the tank treads turn inside his leg, and his feet come out, become like their own thing.
That's what he said.
He has ankle tilt, which is great. So the tank becomes this, and then these two pieces just like that, and that's it. So this little piece, which comes on the, which goes on the top. Usually, I put it right here to kind of extend his nose cone out. You can connect it to the gun, but I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
You shield
I put
arm,
it
right?
as a shield. Yes,
You
shield
Gundam
arm.
wing it.
You Gundam wing it. Is that good enough? Is that good? Did you like that? Did you like that? That was good, right?
So good.
That was the Gundam Wing song, right? I love Gundam Wing.
I did too. I hadn't thought of that. It's so... Okay.
You good? Okay, so this is Sky Shadow in his robot mode, and fuck does he look good!
It looks so good.
He looks so good! He looks so good! I love just how he looks like a robot.
Well, and especially because I do have the other version.
You do,
but it doesn't even matter.
So this is a Phase 6er. Your version is a generation
4er. No.
He's like this tall.
Yeah,
right. He's a Voyager class figure.
He's a
repaint
of Thunderwing.
Yes.
Like a slight remold.
Who's
of
also supposed to be a fucking huge guy. This guy looks
such
so
a good figure. It was so worth it.
If you can find him, I highly recommend buying him.
He's really good.
He's really good. So this is Sky Shadow.
Sky Shadow.
He looks fucking good.
I love they incorporated the fucking shoulder guns because they even kept that with the old reveal the shield generation, whatever which one it was. I keep my wings like this because I'm a fancy lady.
You're fancy.
I like to go out on the town. I like to have a good night out. Like to flap the wings out. You know how it goes.
You're so flappy.
Thanks, baby.
We're back.
This
is it. This is all of us. Tanks and planes or planes.
I'm tired of these motherfucking tanks on these motherfucking planes.
In the downstairs area. In our collective downstairs area.
Where I occasionally comment. If you like me, I'll comment harder.
Let me know what you think. What do you think below? Jay, I'm shouting out to you. Anyone from Transformers and such, I'm shouting out to you. Beefy, Chris, Nat, Gary, you fucking Tom, you know who you are. Bisto Yeti.
And to all of you that have subscribed to my non-channel
right now. How many subscribers do you have?
I have no idea.
Okay,
I haven't
cool.
checked. But I
fucking check right now. How many subscribers do you have?
I don't even know. I don't know. I don't think my phone is. I've been doing it on my computer. I haven't been on my phone. It hate me so much.
You have 5,000 subscribers? How's that possible?
Wait, what?
No, I'm kidding. Subscribe to Zach. He doesn't make videos, but he might make a video one time.
I'm probably using this guy's stuff because I pay him off to do it. But hi.
Like, share, subscribe. All of the normal YouTube stuff you see on here. We're very drunk right now. We did a
but we comment a lot of shit all the time.
I respond. Would you agree that I respond to like every comment that's
You
made?
respond to every single comment.
Thank you.
I respond to like every third, maybe every 2/3.
You have an algorithm.
I've gotten better. I finally made a
It's
channel.
fine. You know, it's fine. You're fine.
I'm not a YouTuber, but I love commenting.
I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers, and for the 300 or 400 people that watch this, thank you.
I would love for him to make more, so tell your friends. Because I love commenting on all the stupid jokes you guys make.
It's fine.
I love you guys saying how gay we are, how stupid our jokes are. I love
Well, we both have significant others who are female. We're definitely gay for each other.
The gay jokes.
We're definitely gay for each other. It's fine. I'm fine with it.
Yes. Who's this Snoke guy?
Snoke? Oh, Snoke. Fucking Snoke. You know what, Snoke? I watch your videos. I'm not a fan of playing the Star Wars Battlefront, but I like your comments, so I subscribe to you.
Yeah, I do love your comments, and I love your backing me that he is Dash Rendar. That is like the
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being Dash Rendar, because that's almost Han Solo. Dash Rendar's biggest thing is he was almost Han Solo.
Dash Rendar is the Hong Kong knockoff of Han
He is
Solo.
the knockoff of Han Solo.
Absolutely. He is the...
Absolutely.
What was that start? It was just the Dong...
Dong Man.
The Dong Man.
The Dong Man.
Dash Rendar is the Dong Man to Han Solo. You know what I mean?
Fine with it. I'll be Han Solo's Dong Man. I'm fine with that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next month.
With something we're doing. Whatever.
We'll figure it out. Bye. No, bye.
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 Orange.